All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and this was another successful dinner with Valentina Abona this time, the daughter, and the next generation. It's good to see that she is enthusiastic about the wine business. She didn't know for sure if she was going to be into it. She says, Andrew, I didn't know, if I could do what my mother does. She just has so much energy, and she's so, she makes people so happy, and, she said, I'm a very different person. And let me tell you, man, Valentina, you're not very much different from your mother anyways, from what I saw of your mother. And, what a great host she was. She went around and talked to everybody in the room, and just a lot of smiles. And, a smile goes a long way. But, she has an incredible history, her family does, in the wine business in the Piedmont. Hey, it's the only winery that can use the term Barolo on every single bottle of the wine they make. The Marchesi de Barolo. People were confused. They said, well, everything says Barolo here. No, because this is the most important producer historically in Barolo, located in the town of Barolo, and several generations. He's the 6th generation, and this is the largest family-owned winery in the Piedmont, and they make great wines. For how big they are, when I say big, 1.5 million bottles, total production, that's big for the Piedmont, but in terms of a world scale, Kendall Jackson makes 3 million cases of Vintners Reserve Chardonnay alone. More than all of Barolo. And these guys, like I said, make some large production wines, like the Gavi, which this is a really nice, light, pleasant white wine. You can serve chilled. You can put ice cubes in it if it's not cold enough for you, and just guzzle it down. It is very refreshing, and it was beautiful with the crispy fried calamari that Oliver did. And the Dolcetto, also a lovely light and refreshing red wine. I put this on ice and chilled it down a little bit. Some nice berry fruit showing in this wine. Light tannins. It's just a really nice quaffer. Both of these wines fabulous. The grilled prosciutto wrapped shrimp, very nice with the Dolcetto. Ali's Food, just off the chain with these wines. And we had a couple of Barberas to start. They do the Mariah and the Ruvi. And, the Mariah's a little lighter style. The Ruvi's got a little bit of Nebbiolo in the wine also, so it gives it a little more body to it. But one of the things I love about Barbera is the freshness. These wines have got a lot of lovely berry fruit, making them appealing young, and they have a wonderful burst of acidity at the end, making them go great with food. And this sterling silver beef carpaccio, man, with the grilled mushrooms, a little extra virgin olive oil, truffle aioli, fantastic. With these two Barberas. These two Barberas, great little values too. Let me tell you, $12.50 for the Mariah, which was 2012, not 11 as it's advertised on our menu. And the Ruvi 2011, $18.50. Just delicious little wines. And like I said, great with food, great with a beef carpaccio. All right, up next is the Barbaresco 2010. 2010, a great vintage. A lot of clamor going on for these 2010 Piedmont wines. This wine had a lovely, beautiful aroma of cherries, some exotic spice, some floral notes, truffle, and just incredible with this Hudson Valley foie gras and duck ravioli. The Swiss chard gave a nice little earthy component to the dish. The cherry demi-glaze just sang with the fruit from this Barolo. And the tannins, a big tannic wine like Barbaresco goes great with a fatty food like foie gras. The foie gras just works so wonderful with the tannins. And just an incredible pairing. People just couldn't stop talking about the food at this dinner. And, the wines, the food, they should go together hand in hand. And these wines are great wines to have with rich food like this. The bone marrow, talk about rich food. Wow, with these two Barolos, just incredible. 2008, a great vintage, and a classic year, a cooler year in the Piedmont. The regular Barolo from them, the Barolo Normale, showing a little lighter. And then the Canubi, which is one of the crus, but one of the more light and elegant crus, has got a lot more nuance to it. The truffle, the earthy character, the tar that you get from Barolo. And both of these wines incredibly rich, still incredibly tannic, and just went wonderfully with this bone marrow dish with braised beef, short ribs, and seared sea scallops. Scallop also very rich, something you could put together with a big wine like Barolo, especially if you put it with beef. A great pairing, beef and scallop together. And these two wines just fantastic. The Marchesi de Barolo Moscato d'Asti was our finisher, and that wine was just delicious, like peaches and fresh flowers, and fantastic with the apple tart. And hey, if you stayed and hung out later, You know, Dr. Martin was there. We had Chateau Yquem to finish things off. 1986. A great time was had by all. That's what we had to drink at our Marchesi de Barolo dinner. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.